Pat Miller, host of Passionate Living. Today I'm at the Buffalo Zoological Gardens in their rainforest exhibit. It seems like the perfect place to start our show for another segment in Costa Rica. Now if you're anywhere near this place, you've got to stop by because truly you're going to feel like you've stepped into another world. Today we're going to go up into the mountains of Costa Rica and meet a man who, when he was growing up on his family's coffee plantation, could not stand growing coffee or having anything to do with it. And then as he got older, he rediscovered coffee and developed an immense passion for not only growing it, roasting it, and sharing it with his community. So you're going to hear his wonderful story today. Finally, for any of you who are trying to utilize social media to get your own personal message of hope and inspiration to the world around you, Stephanie Kennedy is going to join us again and share another valuable tip on how to use this power medium to find your perfect audience. So get comfy and settle in for another exciting journey into passionate living. I'm here with Heiner today, and you are an amazing soul. I love your passion for what you do. Could you tell me a little bit about it and how you ended up doing this?
Welcome to your cafe,
Thank you.
Choco Cafe. I'm a barista. I like to roast coffee as well. So I've been doing it for the last 10 years,
Right.
roasting our own coffee. And so we get coffee from Monteverde, from the area, and also we get coffee from other farms nearby.
Okay.
So we normally go directly to the farmer and buy coffee unroasted, green bean like this one over here.
Right.
And then with this beautiful machine, we roast it.
That's wonderful. And it's wonderful that you buy from local farmers as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way we support.
You're supporting your community.
Local economy.
How did you get into all this?
Well, actually, I grew up in a farm. My grandpa and my father also had a farm. They
Right.
grow coffee, bananas, plantains. So
Wow.
during our vacations, like school vacations, we would normally went picking coffee.
Wow.
And we did that during the high school as well.
Uh-huh.
It was nice to working in
Yeah.
restaurants, in the business, in the service industry.
Yeah.
I found out that coffee was a little bit bitter, not very good.
Right.
After a trip in the United States, I realized that the coffee there is different than the coffee we have here.
Right.
And like, why? Even though we buy Costa Rican coffee, there it was different flavor. That's how I got into coffee.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, why do you think it's a different flavor?
I think that coffee, the majority of the big companies or the coffee roasters, they kind of over roast the coffee
Okay.
to get more body, to get more flavor, but they lose a lot of the sweetness, a lot of the fruity flavor, a lot of the good
Okay.
taste.
Right.
But I don't want my coffee to be bitter.
Right.
Bitterness is a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. I don't like that bitter taste of coffee. So you love what you do, apparently.
I do.
Yeah?
Yes.
You have an actual, like, did you know when you were young you would have a joy for this, or was it just something you came upon?
No, it came with time. Actually, I hated when I went picking coffee. We kind of hated because you spend long hours in the coffee plantation, and we get bored sometimes. But as a kid, I hated. But then
Right.
I grew up, and then I learned, and I actually appreciate coffee a lot.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah, it was actually our main income for Costa Rica economy.
Right.
In the late 800s, early 1900s, it was
Okay.
the main income for Costa Rica.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, until 1960s.
Wow.
Then bananas took over coffee.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about what you're doing here. I see the beans are going around.
Yeah, this is a machine, a roasting machine, very simple. For roasting, we need three main elements. Very basic, very important. It's source of heat. We need high temperature.
Yeah.
We need movement. You see the beans are all
Right,
being
right.
so we have uniform temperature, and also we need time.
Right.
Or time. We need those three main things. Then we use our senses. We can use our smell. We can see the color. Roasting is about caramelization. It's about caramelization of oils, sugar, protein, fiber. You can see here we have some roasted beans. They are done already. They are cold. So we're gonna just dump it into our bean tray. Those beans, we're not gonna grind it right away. We're gonna let them sit for at least 30 hours. So they release gases. This is called the degassing process. So we also paying attention on the time, paying attention on the temperature. So we see the beans, they're starting to change. Yeah, they're starting to getting a little bit yellowish. That means we're starting to caramelize. We're right at 6 minutes. We're caramelizing, they start changing the color. See, we keep looking at the beans, you're getting a little bit orangey. Still not coffee. We cannot drink that. That will not taste like coffee. Coffee becomes coffee at the end of the roasting.
And how long does it take to roast usually?
Yeah, normally I roast coffee in 12 minutes.
Okay.
12 and a little bit maybe.
While this is roasting, can you show me around the cafe a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
All the baked goods here.
Yeah.
Made by Katia. Like flans and cheesecakes and pastries, savory on the bottom. And also we offer a menu, breakfast menu and a lunch menu as well. We have a little balcony at the front, like outside seating.
Right.
So majority of the people, they love sitting out front. We offer our own coffee as well, called Café Conversa.
Right. And you have wine over here too.
Wine as well, beer, local craft beer. See how they change the size, the color? In the roasting process, we lose about 15% weight. They become lighter, but they increase volume. They get 75-80% bigger that they were unroasted.
Ah, okay.
So they become bigger but lighter.
Right.
And then they change the color, the shape, and they taste like coffee.
Now they're getting dark.
We're about done. We're 11 minutes, 50 cents. We're gonna be right on top in 12 minutes.
Wonderful.
I have the coffee exactly what I wanted.
Okay.
So we are, this is the temperature, 393 Fahrenheit degrees. So it's very hot. We have to cool it down right away. So this is the cooling bin or cooling tray. So we are removing the heat from the bean. We want them to be at room temperature as soon as possible, because otherwise there's a lot of heat inside the bean. They will continue roasting. They will taste a little burnt. We need to let it rest for a couple of days, 4 days, 6 days, and then the gases kind of escape, and we get more fragrance, more aroma, and more flavor.
Beautiful. Oh my God, Jaime, I'm just so excited that you showed me this process today and shared your passion with us and with everyone there. Can you tell me a little bit how to get your coffee? How can you order it online?
Yes, we just actually loaded a website called Café Conversa CR, cafeconversacr.com.
Okay, beautiful. I'll let everybody know. Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. And remember, it's so easy to just go to your local zoo, botanical gardens, maybe your library. If you need a little bit of a getaway, you can't get a vacation, and you just need to change your state of mind. It's just a wonderful opportunity to support your local organizations and support yourself in having that little bit of an exhale in your day-to-day life. Christian, thanks so much for having us here today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
You're welcome. And you have a passion for animals, obviously, or you wouldn't be here at the zoo. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so one of my jobs here is I'm one of the photographers here at the zoo. So I get to, photograph all these animals here.
Wow.
And it's never a dull day. If you're having a bad day, you can go and, take pictures of a polar bear. But I've got to see a lot
hear
of
these sounds in the background.
Yeah, so that's Ruby the cow. So
okay.
I think it's lunchtime. But yeah, no, it's such a great place to work. You learn so much about animals.
Yeah.
And we get to, teach people about animals. People that come to the zoo, one of our main missions is to inspire a sense of love and maybe hope that kids can, develop a passion for conservation to help save these animals. Because
that's beautiful.
the animals here, they're living a great life, but they're ambassadors for their counterparts in the wild. So anything we can do to help, develop a love and passion for animals, that's one of our main missions here.
That's beautiful. I used to have an office right across from the zoo in the early days of starting out my magazine before I moved out to California. I remember one day I was on with a distributor in New York, and all of a sudden the elephants went off because it was feeding time. And you could hear them so loudly. It was right here on Russell.
Yeah.
and there was this pause, and he goes, "Kat, where are you calling me from?"
Well,
I love that. I used to walk over here all the time just to take a little break because it felt so good.
People in the neighborhood can still hear our lions every morning and in the evening. They'll let out some big roars. The hyenas and the sea lions. It's very vocal here, especially in the Parkside neighborhood. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So Christian, you also have a new arrival here at the zoo. Not these guys. Who is this, by the way?
This is Taz. So this is our female hyena.
Hi. How you doing, Taz? How are you?
Her and Grungy share this exhibit. Grungy's our male. They're kind of mangy looking, but people do like them. They get a bad rap, but they're very cool, interesting animals for sure.
Yeah. And you have a new member of the family here at the zoo too,
Yes,
right?
not a hyena, but we did recently, earlier in October, have a baby rhino born.
I love rhinos.
So
I love them.
it's our female Tashi. It's our 5th calf.
Wow.
So that baby was born at like 3:30 in the morning. We all came in the morning. We're surprised to a baby rhino.
Wow,
and
that's beautiful.
She weighed 130 pounds when she came out.
Wow, 130-pound baby. Oh my heavens.
And so it's almost been about 3 weeks now, and she's already 205 pounds.
Right.
So she's gained about 75 pounds in 3
Wow.
weeks, which is good. That's what we like to see. So
exactly. It's just tremendous when you think about a 130-pound baby. My son was 7 pounds, 4.5 ounces, and I thought he was the largest thing in the world. So
well, mom's about 4,500 pounds.
Oh, there you go. So not much for her.
Yeah.
It's another little perk to come over and
yeah,
check
it's always
things out
exciting.
at
Babies
your
are
local zoo.
Yeah, they're very cute.
They are. Now tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing for the holidays.
Yeah, so we just finished up Halloween here at the zoo.
Right.
Our
I
big
saw a little train. And
yeah, big trick-or-treating events we had here. We're now getting up. You can see behind us we've got our tree for zoo lights, which will be an after-hours event here. We're lighting up the zoo. We've been putting lights up since mid-October. So it's going to be after-hours event here in the zoo during the weekends after Thanksgiving, running till the new year. So it's a great time to come out and experience the zoo in a different light. No pun intended.
I love it.
But the animals won't be featured. It'll be there'll be hot cocoa. Santa will be here. And it'll be a great way to see some cool light displays here at the zoo.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Christian, and thanks for showing me around today. I
Thanks.
appreciate it.
You're always welcome. Anytime.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a quick, passionate living moment of self-love where I want to remind you that it is so easy if you're feeling a little frustrated, a little tired, can't take a vacation, a little burned out, It's so easy to just go to your local zoological gardens, botanical gardens, some very special place around you where you can feel like you're getting away and clear your head, and it really will help with your mental health and just your creativity, your sense of feeling lighter, better, maybe being a little less terse with your coworkers or family, and just a reminder to do a little bit of self-care and to just take yourself away, go somewhere different with a change of scenery, and lift your spirits. I'm sending you a great big hug of support, and thank you for joining us for this passionate living, health and wellness moment. Before we leave today, I'd like to share another simple technique for centering during these challenging times. This is called earthing, and it's as simple as taking off your shoes and walking barefoot on the earth. Just to be clear, you want to stand on dirt or grass versus concrete, floors, asphalt, or anything like that. You see, your body has an electrical current running through it, and as the Journal of Environmental and Public Health states, it's an established, though not widely appreciated fact, that the Earth's surface possesses a limitless and continuously renewed supply of free or mobile electrons. Your body is naturally able to absorb these electron charges from the Earth, since your skin acts like a conductor. Your feet, specifically certain points on the balls of your feet, are believed to be especially good at receiving the Earth's electricity. But because of our modern way of living, for example, always wearing shoes and being on floors inside in homes and offices that are several floors up, we're losing touch with the Earth's natural electrical force. The idea is that by being in touch with the planet, the electrical force coming off of the Earth is able to help lower inflammation and fight free radicals. In fact, the term earthing has even earned a patent as a natural method for reducing disease causing inflammation. Wow. So Stephanie, it's so great to see you again. I love having you here.
I'm so happy to be here again. I can't wait for another social media moment.
I know, right? I learned so much. For anybody out there that's like looking to use their passions to make a difference in the world and wants to get it out there to their community, it's really important to know what to do with social media.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and today you have got to clear up this age-old question I have about hashtags.
Oh, yes. Hashtags.
Well, what about them? I mean, I know, do we need to use them for everything? Should we use them on all of our social media?
So hashtags have come such a long way from their beginnings. So with hashtags now, on Facebook and LinkedIn, you're not necessarily going to use them because they are utilized in a different way on Facebook and LinkedIn. So LinkedIn and Facebook both utilize keywords from the copy of each post.
Oh, so you don't need to really do hashtags?
No, not necessarily, and you can if you'd like to, but it will just populate the same way.
Okay.
But with Instagram, that's where you're going to have a difference. And this is a huge, crazy analytical thing that is going on in the social media community, how Instagram is changing it all the time.
I know, right?
And we just went through one change, and now we're going through one more. It's going to be 3 to 5 hashtags instead of 8 to 15, which was the last change.
Right. I used to put so many hashtags under a post.
At one point, it was unlimited. You could do up to 30 at one point. And it was really useful. But now that Instagram is niching down, it has to have those more, not generalized hashtags, but more specific hashtags for each post.
Right. Now tell me about that, because I remember years ago, one of my web people told me that you don't want to use a hashtag that's generic, that has millions of, views, because you're competing with a whole lot more. It's better to use more specific hashtags?
Absolutely.
Right.
So say for instance, for a staffing company in Buffalo, maybe use the hashtag Buffalo Jobs instead of just hiring.
Right.
And you could do more of those geographic locations because they are more specific. But if you're someone like Passionate Living that isn't necessarily in one geographic location, you can do hashtags of the locations that you were in, or you can do hashtags that are part of the different segments that you're doing.
Can you show me how you search for hashtags?
Absolutely.
Great, thanks.
So the way that you're going to search for that is you're going to go into your profile and then go to the search button.
Okay.
Right at the top. Let's search something.
Love.
We'll do love. So you can see here that there are 2 billion posts with love in it.
That's a bit much.
It is a bit much. Right. So what we're going to do is niche down a little bit. So give me a phrase or...
Love your life.
Love your life. Okay, that's a little bit better, more around 3 million, but you can see that there's different hashtags that you can do. Love your lifestyle, love your life or change it, and they're much less
I like
niche.
That love your life with a little
or much
emoji.
More niche, rather. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I love that one.
So basically then, if you put up a hashtag and you use something like Love Your Life, anybody that has followed Love Your Life might see your post then, even if they're not a friend. Oh, so that helps you to up your numbers.
Yep. And people can find your posts through different hashtags all the time then.
Right.
And they just have to be specific because with analytics on Instagram, they're really cracking down on those. So you definitely want to stay specific.
Wow. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for being here. I love this. This really helps so much to clear up the whole hashtag thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here to help. That's what I do.
I love it. Well, thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time on
Our Social Media Moment.
Thanks for joining us today on this wonderful adventure into passionate living. And remember, if you want to watch shows from our past season, come to our YouTube channel at Passionate Living TV or our website at passionateliving.com. Remember to watch us every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. And I want to remind you that it's so easy just to step out and go to your local botanical gardens or zoo or different places, local library. If you need to change your mood, change your spirit, change your energy for the day, just to feel like you're getting away, even if you can't take a little break or a vacation or something as such. So remember to treat yourself kindly and give yourself those moments to just exhale. Until next week, I want to thank our sponsors for all of their help and support, and I want to thank you for watching Passionate Living.